What is going on, guys? This video is for my athletes out there. Maybe you are an athlete, want to be an athlete, or you're an aspiring Olympian or D1 athlete. Either way, I think I have some information in this video that you guys can take away. If you haven't already, go watch my last video where I talked about manifesting your destiny. A lot of that is applicable to being an athlete, and I highly recommend you watching that video before you watching this video. And before we get into the video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And with that, let's get into it.
Hold up.
So in my last video, I talked about a couple of books that help manifest your destiny. Two of those books being The Magic of Thinking Big and Think and Grow Rich. Don't worry, it's not just about money, it's about achieving your goals in life, essentially. And I'm gonna briefly go over the main takeaways from those books and how they've helped me grow as an athlete. Okay, first and foremost, I would say that you need to set big goals, like really, really big goals, like absurdly big goals. Like I had the Olympic team as a goal since I was 16. And even when I was 16 going into Olympic trials, I was like, I'm gonna try and make an Olympic team. Like, it's probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna do my best. And the idea is to set big goals so that you fail above everybody else. So that would be the first thing that I would recommend. Another thing, and I see this all too often, is people go into competitions and they expect to lose. So whether you're a football team going against the #1 ranked football team, or a runner or a swimmer next to the former state champion or whatever it is, you can't go up next to them and be like, oh yeah, he's gonna beat me, maybe I can get second. That's not how it works. That's not how you become a champion as an athlete. You have to get up, and I don't care if it's Michael Phelps, I don't care if it's Usain Bolt, you're gonna go up against them, and you need to have the mentality that you're gonna try and beat them, and not even that you're gonna try, you are gonna beat them. I'm gonna beat this guy. And when you have that as your mindset, even if you don't beat that guy, you're gonna fail so much higher than what you thought you could do initially. Another big mindset thing is to learn from your failures. I see too many people fail, they make an excuse, and then they continue to fail over and over and over from a different excuse every single time. The biggest thing that I've learned is that you literally cannot have excuses. I could go and lose all day long and then just blame it on being 5'10", or on not being genetically gifted, or oh, my goggles filled up with water, or oh, like anything. It could be anything. But that's literally not an excuse, because there's guys out there doing that who have all of those disadvantages and more, and they're winning these championships, these titles, whatever it is. So just cut out excuses and start learning from your failures, because that's the only way that you're going to get better. Fail forward. You know, I look at a lot of entrepreneur type stuff, and a lot of these guys, one of them was asked what his opinion was on failing. He was like, I love it. I love failing, because every time I fail, I learn something new and I grow even more. And so the faster that I fail, the faster I can reach my goals. So that's how you should look at failing. You should fall in love with failing, because every time you fail, you're gonna get closer to victory. So I don't know about other sports, but I know in swimming we do this thing called visualization. And this was huge for me in high school, and it still is today. And what visualization is essentially, let's say you're 2 weeks out from your championship meet or whatever game, whatever it is. You need to start visualizing the race or the meet or the event, whatever it is. You need to picture the building, you need to picture what you're wearing, how you walk out, maybe even what song you're listening to. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lay down, close your eyes, and you're literally just gonna replay this race or this event or this game over and over and over again in your head. Maybe not a game, but maybe like somebody batting in baseball or throwing a certain pass, whatever it may be. And then just envision that success over and over and over again. And when you mentally plan out everything from the start, you know, how you're breathing, your flip turn, I'm using swimming terms, but you can apply this to any part, any sport. You know, the flip turn, the underwaters, the kicking, exactly, maybe not exactly how many strokes, but just a very good feel. And then picture yourself finishing and seeing that time or that score, whatever it may be. And that all plays into, again, if you haven't watched my last video, manifesting your destiny. Literally manifesting it and feeling it and seeing it, except it hasn't happened yet. I promise you, if you start doing this every day for 5 minutes, 2 weeks before, you're gonna feel so confident in your abilities by the time you get to that championship meet or whatever it is, that the odds of that happening are so much more likely. And look, again, when you're doing that, you need to have realistic but very, very big goals for whatever it is that you want to do at that athletic competition. And again, obviously this is a given, but you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the hours, you have to put in the endurance training, the skill training, all of it. The stretching, the recovery, the nutrition, you have to put in the work. And look, confidence comes from competence. So when you have put in the work, there's no reason that you shouldn't be confident in your own abilities. And that's just gonna help you, because you need to be able to show up at the competition and be able to look back at all of the work that you've done and know without a question of a doubt that that work's gonna pay off right then and there. Also, I would highly recommend affirmations. I have affirmations on my bedroom mirror, I have them on my window, I have them on the wall, and as you can see up here, I even have an Olympic team flag. And essentially this is all just playing into the manifestation of your goals. And when I read a time on the fridge or goals on the window, every single day, I think I'm gonna make the national team, I'm gonna make an Olympic team, I'm gonna win an NCAA title, this and that, I'm gonna go this time in this race. It just reinforces that mindset and those goals so much further when you read it every single day. Because even if you don't believe it the first time, you start to believe it. And when you start to believe it, you can achieve it. And I know that sounded really cliche, but I promise you it's so true. I already said this, but I'm gonna say it one more time. Set big goals. Set goals so big that it makes small-minded people uncomfortable. Another thing that you can do is, if you tell yourself you've already done something, it's gonna make it a lot easier for you to achieve it. For example, the 4-minute mile in running. I'm not an expert, but I do know that people flirted with that barrier for a very long time before somebody actually broke it. And once it was broken, a number of people came and dropped it even lower and lower and lower after that. So if you have a certain goal or a score or a time that you want to achieve, tell yourself that you've done it before, and that mindset reinforced with you having such big goals, it's going to make that outcome happen. I promise you. This will help. You need to do all of these things, and when you combine all of them together, you will improve. And with that, that's about all I have for you in terms of mindset. Just being extremely confident, having extremely big goals is the main takeaway. But obviously surround yourself with people that believe in you, believe in yourself. If you need more, you can always follow me on Instagram right here. I post a lot of books and quotes and inspirational things that I think you could benefit from. Because if you don't want to read the books that I've read, because I've read a lot of books and I do take snippets of those books, certain pages, certain captions and paragraphs. I post them on my Instagram, so if you follow me, you can go ahead and check out those without having to read the entire book, and you'll get a good chunk of the main takeaway. But with that, I hope that this video was helpful. If you did find it helpful, please drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the above. It really helps out. I want to keep making these videos. I am a pretty busy person myself, so if you do that, it really helps out. So I hope you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching.